I'll pull this out.
Hello.
Oh, look at that transition.
And yeah, it took 5 seconds and no BS. But yeah, welcome to another session of our Out of the Abyss game. We are in session 5 now. Last was session 4. And here with our wonderful players, if you guys want to say hey or something or whatever.
Something.
Something. Hi.
Or whatever.
Absolutely perfect. We are down Chris tonight, so the part of Dargus Fireforge will fall to me in the background. But we're going to start the same way we start every single session. A little bit of a recap. So without further ado, getting into it. Last time, you all started your journey from the Drow prison, attempting to make it to the Dark Lake. Hopes of finding Sloopadoop, a Kuotoa town at its edge. Foraying into the depths of darkness, you made your way, making actually pretty good headway for the first day, approaching a cave filled with different bones, having fungal growth over many of them, lightly illuminating the area. Deciding that you might be able to scavenge among the bones for anything of use, headed in cautiously, and to the surprise of no one, a number of these skeletal remains, including a hulking minotaur corpse, animated to attack anyone inside this cavern. Dealing with these undead was no easy task, but one that you did take care of. After the battle, all the skeletons were back to being on the ground. You took what you could from these bodies. Even an odd, still glowing fire from atop the cliff nearby still kind of glowed. But not wanting to dally, continued onward, finding a space with odd glow-stalk mushrooms, which Jimjar touched on a bit from Weller, caused him to pass out from strobing lights. Alive, but decided to take his unconscious form and not rest there. Continued to find a better spot, which was musty and filled with the smell of essentially wet dogs. You bedded down for the evening, having some light conversation amongst each other. The following quote-unquote day, while Jimjar was scouting ahead of a large cave, two grotesque hook horrors lunged out of a smaller cave nearby, giving a light stare at you all with their beady eyes before lumbering past quickly to another smaller, squished cave within. Taking a moment to be still, you were quickly met with the noises of yapping and odd yipping laughter as a small pack of gnolls came around the bend, these hyena folk, setting their sights on whatever was in front of them, you. And that's where we're going to pick up. I'm going to bring you guys back to that map, and please roll some initiative. Bring us down here. As you'll see, some of the NPCs and even Dargus have already rolled. As these hyena folk are in the kind of in the dim light ahead of you. All right, Casmus and Malachar getting a pretty good rolls, an 18 and a 19 so far.
Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Okay. Whew. I was zoomed way out. I couldn't find my token. All right.
That'll happen. It's a larger map than previous maps so far. Underdark is a large place, so some of these maps are going to get pretty big. So, with initiative rolled, Topsy and Turvy are actually up first. They are going to quickly take cover.
Oh, no, that's my bad.
You're good. I can easily ignore your hex spell, because
Yeah.
it's not your turn yet. But Topsy and Turvy pop a shot off from the distance, not getting the best vantage, because it is at disadvantage for them with their range of their hand crossbows. And then they quickly take cover behind this kind of stalagmite on the ground. Taking us to Malachar, top of the round. Or, well, next top of the round.
Let's see here. How far are these fellas? 40 feet.
Yeah, they just turned the corner and are... A couple of them are rearing longbows at you, and a couple are wielding spears.
I will cast. Where's that? Okay. Sacred Flame on the one in the front here.
All right.
Since I'm out of range, I can't get up to him just yet.
As this, what is it, like purplish flame rises from beneath him.
Yes.
He got an 8 on his dex save. Let's go ahead and roll me that radiant damage.
Like here. Where's Sacred Flame? Oh, there it is.
All right, for 6 points of radiant damage as it burns and you can see boils happen and appear on his flesh where the flames melted away the fur, yipping and howling. Anything else for Malachar?
I will move up to about here.
All right, taking a frontward position.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, taking us to Casmus.
You're gonna move a little bit closer to get a better eyesight of them, and we're gonna cast Eldritch Blast at this one right there.
All right. This blue and red energy pulses out towards this knoll, burning and yipping as he's getting burned by these holy flames. Kind of reaches down to pat out and just narrowly avoids getting hit by your blasts.
That's gonna be it.
All right. I'll take us to Bupido in the back. Also takes cover next to Topsy and Turvy and shoots out a crossbow. Actually hitting. Also at the first guy. Dealing 8 points of piercing damage. As this crossbow bolt kind of just hits this knoll dead center in its muscular chest. Bleeding, burning. Bupido just kind of calls out, I'll stay back here with Topsy and Turvy. Which will take us to the gnolls. The front two that are wielding spears rush towards Malachar full force. After seeing this red tiefling take front and center stage, these gnolls try and stab out with their spears, getting a 6 and an 8 to hit.
Those are both misses.
As they're just wildly just lashing out with their spears, lunging, seemingly foaming at the mouths, just kind of barking at you. The other two in the back will also shoot bows in your direction. Also towards Malachar, getting a 5 and a 17 to hit.
Both of those also miss.
All right. Kind of clinging off your newly found armor that you found yesterday. That ends the Gnoll's turn, taking us to Weller. Weller, what you doing?
Sorry about that. I had to check something. I am going to... Let's see. I'm going to move up towards this gap a little bit just to keep an eye on anything that may be coming that direction.
Sure.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, watch your
and
flank.
we'll take a shot with my crossbow bolt at that lovely gentleman right there.
All right. Pulling out your little hand crossbow. Get a nat 20. That will hit.
Hey, ranged weapons.
Hey, when you roll a nat 20, anything works.
That's true.
For 7 points of piercing damage. And more than you expected out of this flimsy mechanical crossbow. Kind of piercing this knoll in its thigh. Anything else for Weller?
That will be it for this turn.
All right, level 2. Short and sweet. Taking us to Rincewind in the back. In this darkened space back here. What does a Rincewind do?
I can see into the light just barely ahead of me, so
Yeah.
I'm going to move up about 20 feet because I
Yeah, creeping up into the darkness.
feel Weller right next to me, and I'm going to take a shot at that dude with my hand crossbow as well. But first, I'm going to point him out and mark him as favorite foe.
All right. Well, actually, favorite foe you can do as a reaction to hitting. Or
Okay.
not a reaction,
So,
but it just happens. It's kind of like
if I hit it-
slights, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unlike Hunter's
So-
Mark. 15 just hits him as he tries to bring up his shield. Yeah, it goes through.
And
For 11 points of damage. Yeah, getting this guy kind of like right in his clavicle. He's kind of like gets taken aback for a bit before still looking to Malachar.
all right. And then let's see. I can see Jim Jar right next to me too. I'm going to take another step this way and end my turn.
All right. That will take us to Jim Jar. Jim Jar races up next to Malachar, going in for a stabbing motion with his short sword. Hitting with both of them in a quick, consecutive stabbing motion. It just stabs upwards, getting this knoll in the gut, and as the knoll kind of starts bending down, he just stabs him in the face. Looks up at Malachar. Oh, these nasty buggers. And then he's going to roll backward. Disengaging as a bonus action. Taking us to Dargus Fireforge. Dargus is going to... Classic Dargus. Going to step forward, get in line with all the other guys who are taking cover. We'll actually take cover along the other side behind another stalagmite. And shoot out a ray of frost at that first knoll in front of Malachar. Hitting for 7 points of cold damage as this frost kind of sticks to the feet of this knoll as he's just burned on his feet as well by this radiant light. That front guy is not looking good. Dargus will end his turn there, taking us to Topsy and Turvy. Topsy and Turvy are going to take a couple shots with their hand crossbows. Disadvantage because they're from afar. Both missing, getting a natural 1 and a 6. Taking us to Malachar.
I have a question. And I don't see it in my spells list, but under global damage modifier, I have Divine Smite for 2d8 radiant.
Correct.
Is that a spell slot?
It does use a spell slot to use your Divine Smite.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
And so that's one of those things, like, as after hitting, you can be like, I'm going to pump a Divine Smite into it if you have the spell slots.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just gonna swing at this front one with my longsword.
All right, swing away.
Sword. I don't have a longsword one-handed on here.
Interesting. I'll bring you one over. And now I made you a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Let me get rid of a few of those.
A divine power just rains down long swords upon you.
There you go.
All right, that worked. Okay, thank you.
Yep, of course.
All right, roll this.
All right, all that for a miss. Getting distracted a little bit by Jim Jar taking this quick roll backward. You miss as it clangs against the Knoll's shield. Anything else for Malachar?
Nope, I don't think so, because I think that's all I can do.
All right, taking us to Casmus.
I'm gonna cast X on this one right there with Restraint.
All right.
So, that's a bonus action.
This darkened magic kind of just faintly appears on them.
Alright, so now we're gonna try and Eldritch Blast them.
17 will definitely hit. For two points of plus your charisma.
Plus charisma, so that's 9 plus the
Plus hex.
X. It's a D6.
Well, your charisma's not 7.
5. Sorry, 5. So 7.
Yeah,
Plus
so still
10.
10 points of damage. As this Knoll is on his last leg, kind of debating his life choices in this exact moment. Yeah, you blast him right through the chest as he falls down at Malachar's feet. Anything else for Casmus?
I'm gonna move up there. And that's
Alright.
gonna be it.
I'll take us to Bupido. Bupido's gonna shoot out a crossbow bolt from far away. See if he has disadvantage or not. He does not. He actually hits. Bupido coming in clutch, doing 3 points of damage to this guy on the left, just kind of grazing his shoulder there. Taking us to the Knolls. Seeing this not clad in armor elf step forward, Knolls take aim at him. 2 longbow shots coming your way, Casmus. First one getting a natural 20.
Definitely hits.
Could have rolled better damage. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, well. Temporary points off.
As you... Oh, you got temporary hit points from Hex?
No, it was earlier the last session. I killed the big Minotaur
So that
with
would...
the Dark One's blessing.
Temporary hit points go away on a long rest, so you wouldn't have that anymore.
Okay, in that case, 12.
But the other Knoll rolled a 7 to hit.
Definitely does not hit.
As the Knolls start... One of them...
Oh, what? No. Wait, I did just kill the nose.
You did.
But just go back still to... Okay. So just like okay.
As they split up, looking at each other and running opposite directions. Taking us to Weller.
All right. And am I able to make it in between Casmus and Malakar?
I would say that space is wide enough where it won't count as difficult terrain. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So should be able to go right there. And I will take a shot at that one.
All right. See him around the bend. He would have half cover on you, so his AC is going to be a little higher. I know you can technically see the majority of him from around the bend.
I gotcha.
But, you know, the wall sticks out a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's just going to have +2 to his AC.
Let's see if we can still get him.
11's going to be a miss as it ricochets off the side of that wall there. Anything else for Weller?
You know what? If I use my action surge, can I change targets?
You can use your action surge and you can make another shot anywhere. You can dash. You get another action to do whatever you want.
Okay. I'll take a shot at the other guy then.
All right. Is he within 30 feet? I think he is. No. It will be at disadvantage against that guy.
Oh, no.
And crossbow's range.
Oh, no.
Also, hand crossbows do have the loading property. So you can only make one shot per turn unless you have a feat for it.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to take action surge if you don't want.
Yeah, I'll save it then.
All right. Staying put there.
Yeah.
All right, taking us to Rincewind.
Oh, I can barely see my hand in front of my face, and I don't really see those guys taking off so well. So I'm gonna come up and join the rest of the party here, and kind of like start foraging through this Knoll's belongings.
Yeah, immediately you can see he's got a long bow strapped to his back, a wooden targe on his arm, and a long spear, handmade with plenty of blood stains all over it. Wearing semblance of hide armor.
Okay. I don't think anybody's really proficient in a longbow, so let's see, who else do we have? Does anybody need anything? I don't think Jim Jar's already armed up. The twins are armed.
Yeah, everybody for the most part.
Yeah,
has
Shushar's the
weapons.
pacifist.
Yeah, he's not going to attack shit.
Okay. I guess I'll just be like, "Hey, what's up?"
All right.
Stumbling my way forward and end my turn.
Okay. I will say you are proficient with a longbow,
Okay.
but it would be more damage than a hand crossbow and longer range.
Right. I can use a shield and a hand crossbow, so
That is true. Also, you guys do still have manacles on, so any ranged weapons or weapons that would require that kind of movement is impossible. But fair enough. Taking us to Jim Jar. Jim Jar is going to... wave everyone forward. Hey, come on up. Gotta keep pushing. As he rolls forward along the side. Not able to see much. He is going to take a shot at disadvantage on this knoll down there. Hey, even at disadvantage, he did get a 17 to hit. As he deals a little bit of damage to that knoll in the darkness up ahead.
Attaboy, Ginger.
Taking us to Dargus. Dargus will start moving his 25 feet forward behind Rincewind. And he's going to shoot out a Ray of Frost. Hitting. As once again, this guy's feet, this other knoll's feet get icy as they kind of stick to the ground a little bit, weighing him down. Dealing pretty significant damage to this knoll. Ending his turn, taking us to Topsy and Turvy, who do start running ahead, hiding in this little alcove up here. And then Malachar.
Let's see here. I will step forward kind of in the middle here to try to get a better view.
Yeah.
And I will, on the one to the south here, I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Big dex save from the knoll. Got a big 5.
All right.
As his feet are kind of icing him down, he kind of looks down at that, seeing himself distracted. And as he's looking down, this fire just erupts around him. For 5 points of radiant damage as it kind of like burns his face as he's looking down at his feet. Anything else from Malachar?
No, that'll be it.
All right, taking us to Casmus.
Gonna move a little bit further up to get a better sight on this one, and I'm gonna move the X to this one.
All right.
And then we're gonna do another Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that was
Nine
almost
hits.
a 20. The 9 is going to be a miss.
So yeah, that's gonna be it for
All right.
Casmus.
Now I'll take us to Bupido, who kind of takes the flank up here, hiding behind. He's gonna. Can he see? This little crossbow. Yeah, he can try to take a shot. He's been pretty good so far. Does actually hit. As he nails that other knoll from afar. Ending his turn. Taking us to the last knoll. The knoll will shoot a bow at Malachar. Yeah. From down the hall. Getting an 11 to hit on Malachar.
That would be a miss.
As the knoll promptly starts running further into darkness. Taking us to Weller.
Do. That one down there is dead. All right.
Indeed.
Let's move up here. And that's my... And he's going to be too far, but I'm going to try it anyway. So same thing, hand crossbow. Is it going to be disadvantage?
If you're more than 30 feet away, it will be.
Okay,
So
yeah.
yes. And he does have cover on you from there.
Well, we only live once, right?
Yeah. Hey, that will hit him, even with the half
Oh.
cover. 18. Hey, for 4 points of piercing damage, nothing to scoff at as you kind of hit him in his ankle as he starts running away.
Not nothing.
Yeah. Anything
And that's
else?
it for me.
Alright. That'll take us to Rincewind in the Darkness. It's not as dark up ahead. A glimmer of light from the mushrooms.
I'm basically just going to catch up to Malakar and get a look around now that I'm in kind of the light a little bit,
Yeah.
because
And you can kind of make out a knoll up there around the bend. Just barely.
right, that's way out of range though, but
Yeah.
I can see the it kind of limping its way away, and I'll end my turn right there. I'm okay.
Alright. Taking us to Jimjar. Jimjar will roll behind Weller there, getting some cover, and he'll take a shot at disadvantage as well. With his own hand crossbow. Getting a natural 1. As he just shoots the mushroom right in front of him that he's hiding behind. And then promptly taking us to Dargus. Dargus can't see shit. Is everybody okay? Seeing that nobody's gotten hurt. And just ready his action if he sees something. Topsy and Turvy continue down the hall, kind of going from one hiding position to another. And back to Malakar.
I will kind of move up here next to Weller. And that should put me within, it's well within range. Going to cast Sacred Flame.
Fair enough. Big old dex save. Got a 4. These guys don't seem very dexterous. And he starts running away.
I like that.
This fire catches his heels, and as well as a crossbow bolt from Weller. He takes 3 points of radiant damage. Nearly trips.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Alright, taking us to Casmus.
You're muted.
You are muted, yes. But I'm assuming that clicking was you're moving your hex to him.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, we're gonna move up there.
Alright, 18 will definitely hit.
+5, that's 9.
You have a 20 charisma already?
We started with that. I started with that.
I know. And hex damage.
No, he's not next. This one is not next.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So for 9 points of damage. As he's running down the hall. Anything else for Casmus?
Nope.
Alright, that'll take us to Bupido. Bupido is going to roll up and start scavenging the knolls that Rincewind already started scavenging. The knoll will continue to take a shot at the red guy who keeps burning people. Not doing good for hitting yet. Getting a 14 to hit.
That'll be another miss.
And continues to run down the hall. Or cave, I should say. Taking us to Weller.
Do we keep pursuing this guy?
It's up to you.
Let's see. I can move up to that one.
All right. As you get to about here, underneath a bunch of dirt, you hear a click, and I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. All right, with an 11. A full-on bear trap seizes up and clamps your leg as you take 4 points of piercing damage and are restrained. Well, yeah, you're restrained. There's some chain attached to it nearby in the ground.
Lovely. Weller will yell out in pain and to the others say, "It's trapped." Doing his best, Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
Fair enough. You still got your action and movement if you get out, but currently your movement is 0.
So with my action, can I attempt to get out of the?
You
bear
sure
trap?
can. You can try to spread it to release your leg. Go and give me an athletics check. With an 11, you try to pull it apart, but it is clamped on tight. It's kind of rusted shut also, so it is.
Oh, nice. So I have tetanus.
So you have tetanus as well as all the other things.
Great.
Unfortunately, unless you got a bonus action, Weller.
Yeah. I'm good for now.
All right, that'll take us to Rincewind.
I'll hear the snap and the yelp, and I'll turn my head up towards Weller, and I will try to make it to you, but there's not. I am right there. I just can't quite get there. Or if I do, I can't do anything to help you.
Can you see me from there?
Yeah, he can see.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
I can. Yeah, I can see
You
you.
can just barely
was-
see you in the little bit of light that this mushroom's giving off.
I was gonna say I was hoping it was a situation like he runs up to me and has to stop, but can't see me. But I just see him, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
Just
That
keep
would be
closer.
That'd be
I'm right
hilarious.
here.
Kick you right in the head as I'm going by.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you want to dash or do you want to do
I
anything
can
else?
dash and get to him. I guess I'll dash and get to the other side of him to see if I can provide some sort of cover.
All right.
But that's my action, so I'm gonna end my turn.
So I will pose you all a question. Are you going to continue to pursue?
Weller's not at this point.
I can't see him.
Malachar Casmus?
With Weller being trapped like that, I don't think we should just pursue it.
All right.
Yeah, we
as
don't know.
And
How
Weller
much of
did
it's
yell
a
out
trap?
to look for traps.
as
Yeah.
Weller caught in this, like, what are they? Not what's the name of that trap? Like a bear trap, essentially. Clamp. He's been clamped. You would hear yipping and howling in the distance echoing throughout this cave. As we'll end combat there. As it starts to dissipate in the distance. The quietness of the cavern continues to fill the air.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can help Weller get out of the trap.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Can I use that big iron bar that he uses as a weapon to leverage?
Absolutely, I'll give you advantage on that athletics check.
Okay.
With a 9, trying to pull it free, he is stuck pretty fast.
Okay. And then I'll holler out, Malachar, get over here. And wait for
I'll come over and attempt to help.
Fair enough, give me an athletics check.
And I keep forgetting about this because I am not used to having this, but I would like to cast guidance on myself.
All right, as you kind of like, what does your guidance look like? You just rub your hands together and get ready?
Yeah, it's kind of like a rub my hands. There's some red sparks that fly from my hands, and then I just whatever I'm trying to do.
All right. So give me an athletics check, and you add a d4 to it.
Athletics.
All right. Plus a d4.
D4.
For a big 21 on your athletics. Yeah, you can just kind of grip it and pull it apart as Rincewind gets his leg out. Or not Rincewind, Weller. It's the W's in your names.
No, it was Rincewind. You were right. You were right the whole time.
As Weller is no longer trapped. And yeah, this rusty iron bear trap chained to the wall nearby. You would see Topsy and Turvy kind of sniffing the air around. Shushar will say, "Oh, it would seem we are fated to live another day.
Hey,
Which way out of here?"
we better circle the wagons, because that sounded like there were a lot more gnolls in the area.
Yeah.
I mean, going
can
back where the
Can I do a quick sweep of our area for more traps?
Yeah, give me a perception check, looking out for, see if
Could I-
anything.
Well, I can't really see all that much, so I'd like to help him, but yeah, I'll take a pass on that.
Fair enough.
Cast guidance on yourself, though.
Yeah, can I cast guidance on myself?
You
for that?
can cast guidance on yourself.
Okay.
As long as you do it before you roll, yes.
Okay.
Or essentially, preferably before I ask for a roll. But
Gotcha.
still learning the guidance mechanics, so I'm not going to fault you for that. Yeah, give me a perception.
You said perception, right?
Yes, please.
Perception.
Hey, plus a d4.
And where am I at? And D4.
With a 10. Yes, you would notice, maybe about 15, 20 feet away along this wall here, there is a thin wire barely hanging above the ground.
Okay, I will let the rest of the group know that further north, about, let's see, how far is that? About 25 or so feet, just before it bends to the right, there is another trap across the ground there.
Is it where the red line magically appeared?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Can we follow the wire to see where it's going?
You can, if you'd like. Go up to it. Roll me an investigation check, Rincewind. Trying to identify where this wire goes or what sort of trap it's led to.
Yeah, I
With
am
an
on
8,
fire
it
tonight.
seems like it's half buried in the wall. And you can't... It's too dark for you to see. We'll say that.
Okay, sure.
But it's pretty taut.
Let's step back a few feet, I guess, and maybe toss one of those Knoll spears across it. See if we can trigger the trot.
Just to see what happens.
All right.
As long as we have cover.
Stepping back, tossing a spear on the trap. The rope falters for a moment. And at first it seems like nothing happens.
Oh,
And then you would hear a couple of rocks kind of clatter from around the bend as the entirety of that area here gets collapsed in.
Oh, thank God.
Oops.
I thought you were about to Indiana Jones us.
That's what I thought too.
Is that the
At least
way
we're
we
still
came in?
alive.
Though? That's not the way we came in.
No,
No.
that is not.
But that is the way the Knoll went.
Yes.
It is, but that also prevents anything else from coming back at us from that direction.
Yep, true.
Jim Jar will kind of just say, well, that was one way to set off a trap. You know, all these tunnels are kind of seem intertwined from what I've seen. You got another small one right here, big tunnel to that way, points around to the south on the map. Saw another side tunnel back where we first came into this place. Actually, two. One where those hook whores went.
Which way was that?
Hook whores went, it was back right, behind Topsy and Turvy. As they both kind of
Back to
poked
the
their heads
east.
up. Yeah, it was right over there. You know. If you want to follow
Apologies,
some
shouldn't-
hook whores, if you want to follow a knoll, or you want to go down the path not taken yet. It looks like there's smaller paths as well.
Do we know where to go to Sloopy Doop or whatever town we're going to?
Well, I'd estimate we need to go right through this wall here. As he just kind of points like to the wall right next to him.
So you're saying you probably should go that way, and Gasmus points behind him.
Towards this small tunnel.
He points towards that way. Because he said we need to go through that wall.
Yeah, he said we need to pretty much like points into that wall. I think it's about that way. At least the direction we were headed.
I don't like heading down narrow tunnels with this many of us because that is not advantageous for trying to fight in
Yeah,
very narrow quarters.
got a bit of a fatal funnel situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Funnels work both ways though. As long as your front's stronger than their front, right?
It's true.
Look like everything but bounced off of you, eh, Malachi?
Yeah, they weren't able to hit me this time.
Let's keep it that way.
All right,
Shall
so
we move?
are we going
Go
south?
south.
South? Alright.
Jim Jar will assume the position, kind of sneaking along up front. Maybe I'll watch Bex as he kind of like thinks about it twice, like noticing all the smaller caves around. Gets this kind of paranoid look about him. Bupido will kind of just speak up. Yes, well, everything you don't see is what will probably kill you. Probably worse than the things you do see.
Got a couple philosophers down here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a point.
I mean, I don't mind taking up point again. But as we travel, I would, since we know there's traps now, I would like to be on the watch for those as we move through the caves.
All right, just give me a general perception check as your troop starts moving along. It's almost a 7. Pretty good. Weller kind of joining up with the front too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that faced by the bear trap. I'll just assume what my regular position is, usually up towards the front.
All right. Shushar and holding stool will kind of take the center. Actually, he'll kind of pass stool off to Topsy. Because he wants to. But heading along this larger cavern, just move you down a little bit. You would see, those of you with dark vision, that it seems to curve ahead, and you would see another smaller cavern to your left. Up ahead, it does not seem illuminated. Malakar, you would notice along the walls here appears to be masses of spider webs.
I've got Devil's Sight. Would I be able to see much further?
Oh, you do have Devil's Sight. Is that 120?
Yeah, 120.
Yeah, it looks like it curves around the wall. Like I said, those of you with good dark vision can see beyond. And it looks like it curves. There's a smaller tunnel to your left, and yeah. Malakar, you would notice the spider webs about. Kind of clinging to the walls, any corner up ahead, especially around this bend. How do you proceed?
I will kind of turn to the group behind me and tell them that there's up ahead we got spider webs, so try to keep a lookout for things crawling on the walls or above us possibly.
Fair enough.
Did you say it
About
was
how
up
high is
ahead
the
or
ceiling?
The little tunnel?
Ceiling in
Up
here is
ahead.
probably as big as it is wide, so probably like 20 feet up, about.
Okay. Sorry, what was that, Josh?
No, I think I was just confused. I thought the spider webs were in the little tunnel, but you're saying they're up ahead of us.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If Malakar
Yeah, the little
points them
tunnel
out,
is
you
clear.
can see. And Malakar, you would see them along the ceiling as well.
Okay.
So just proceeding with caution.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
All right. Continuing forward. What do you get to about there? Malakar leading the way. I will say you're not surprised by it because you looking at the spider webs. Give me a dexterity save with advantage.
Don't like that.
All right, with an 18. As several spiders crawl off the wall towards you, you do succeed. As you take 3 points of piercing damage as spiders start swarming you and essentially are all over your person. And we're going to go back to initiative here.
There's nothing more disappointing than hearing Steven say you succeed, followed by the amount of damage that you take.
Yeah.
Well, it was half of the damage.
No, I understand mechanic. It's just emotionally, it's such a high and then a low.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh. Not so good on the initiative this time.
Yeah, you beat the spiders.
Well, they're still on me.
And with that, actually, all of the NPCs are going to go first.
Just sacred
As
flame yourself.
Yeah.
Dargus
Just
immediately
burn myself.
shoots out a ray of frost, getting a natural 20. As it,
I thought,
I think
you were about to say nat one.
no, you got a nat 20. Oh, is he on whisper mode? He is on whisper mode. He did get a natural 20 though. As he deals 9 points of cold damage to these spiders.
I don't like that these damn things are on me.
They are 100% on you, taking us to Rincewind. Or actually, all the other NPCs have to go too. They don't know what to do because they don't want to hurt you. Boopido will shoot.
Of course it will.
I guess so.
If he misses, he's going to hit you though, which he does miss. You got a 9.
Oh, God.
As
Fucker.
Malakar, you get shot in the back for 8 points of piercing damage.
God, son of a bitch.
I mean, didn't we always know it was going to go that way?
Look out. Spiders.
Thanks.
And now Rincewind, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to run up to Malakar and I'm gonna grab my coil of silk ropes and I'm gonna start brushing the spider, brushing him off with my rope, trying to knock the spiders off of him.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. We'll say if you fail, the spiders get an attack of opportunity against you.
Sure.
21. Yeah, you brush the spiders off onto the ground with like using it as like a, what do you call that thing when you use like the paint roller where you kind of just scrape off all the paint.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very satisfying feeling. There are some squish spiders left on Malakar's body, but for the most
It's
part,
a lint brush.
yeah, they all
You lint brushed them.
roll off of Malakar. They're still in his space technically. They're just not on him anymore.
Okay. And I mean, I guess they're right there now. So, really have a bonus action that's gonna help me. I'm gonna end my turn right there.
All right, that'll take us to Casmus.
So if I do miss, I might hit Malakor.
That is not a problem anymore. They are no longer
Okay.
they are no longer on him.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast little Eldritch Blast on the spiders on the ground.
All right. That is going to be a miss as you're blasting. Afraid to hit Malakar. Blast between his legs, going into the wall beyond. Anything else for Casmus?
Move a little bit closer.
I don't like all this shit flying around me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
That'll take us to Weller.
Weller's gonna move up, limping a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I am going to, you know what? I want to take a swing with my great axe.
All right.
That's the first time you've used that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just trying to use Flatten to smash him.
Yeah.
yeah, trying to.
19 will hit. For 9 points of slashing damage. Unfortunately, with such an unwieldy weapon, it doesn't do quite as much. Like, you know, if you were to have hit a single big spider, it would have done perfect. But since there's so many small ones, it's hard to get a number of them. But you do squish a good bit.
Nice.
Anything else for Weller?
I really hate having the action surge in my back pocket because I want to use it so bad,
That's fair.
but I also want to save it so bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit moment.
Yeah, I will. I'll stop. I'll save it.
All right.
Not for little guys.
I'll take us to Malakar.
Where they're at right now, if I cast Sacred Flame, is that going to hit me?
No, because it's just if it were something that was an area of effect of the square, no. I would say you're specifically focusing the radiant fire on the spiders at your feet.
Okay. Then I will cast Sacred Flame because I don't think swinging my sword around will actually help
All right.
very
Hey.
much.
You never know.
A great axe has a lot bigger area than a
It
sword
does.
does.
You're right.
That's fair. The spiders got a 3 on their saving throw, so roll me some sacred flame damage.
All right.
A 1. As it kind of like popping and crackling as a few of these spiders burst and bubble.
Am I able to like back away with or would that provoke attack of opportunity?
There's one way to find out.
Then I'm staying right where I'm at then.
All right. That will take us to the spiders. Having
That
been
answers that.
physically interacted by rope with Rincewind, The spiders start to swarm onto him
Jesus Christ.
as they swarm onto your space, Rincewind, getting a 5 to hit.
That is a miss, thankfully.
Taking us to the NPCs.
Just watch out for Bupido. He's gonna shoot you in the
Once
back.
again, now as these spiders starting to swarm Rincewind, they're all like, "Hey, get him off of him! What are you doing? No, get him off!" And Boobie will be like, "Don't worry, I've got it." And looses a crossbow bolt.
Awesome.
Oh.
Choke this little fucker.
So you just had a group of NPCs hollering to get him off.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%. They don't want to deal with
Alright.
spiders. He hits, dealing. He hits the spiders. Knocks a bunch off, dealing a little bit of damage. Don't worry, I said I've got it. Taking us to your turn, Rincewind.
I guess I'm going to try to brush the spiders off of myself again.
All right, give me
I don't really have any kind of. I mean, I guess I can pull my dagger and start stabbing at myself.
yeah,
100%.
100%.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna keep that rope in my hand and keep brushing them off. You know, trying to keep them at bay.
All right. Give me a. I guess at that point, just take the dodge action essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
And
And then
fair enough.
I'll go ahead and end my turn because, I mean,
That will take.
really,
us...
I'm
Yeah, I got
surrounded and covered in spiders.
That'll take us to Casmus. As Rincewind's kind of trying to wipe them off, but like they're still crawling all over him.
So, but are they able to take the broad side of a dagger and scrape them off?
You can certainly try.
All right. Move closer, and I'm gonna try that.
All right. I'll say give me an attack with your dagger.
If I can.
Squirmy guys, but yeah, you definitely scrape a bunch of them off, kind of pressing some of them into Rincewind's side. Go and roll me some
Yeah.
damage.
I'm sorry if I.
Dealing. Unfortunately, again, it's like they're crawling all over him, so you can't get as many as you would hope for. But a few of these larger spiders go pop and squish and squelch against his body. As there's only a few left now. It's less of a swarm now, just kind of a jumble. Anything else for Casmus?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
All right, taking us to Weller.
I'm gonna rear back with this great axe and take a full on. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Straight on his head.
and the bloodline.
Yeah, I can't do a fancy rope trick. I don't have any rope. Can I? Well, that'd be an action, but might be worth it. Well, oh, let's see. Malakar's going next. Can I try just violently shaking Rincewind to get the spiders off?
I would say it's less of a worry about getting the spiders off of him, more just like, sure, you can definitely do that. As this, I'll say he took the dodge action. If you want to spend your action to get the spiders off of him, you can.
What is him taking a dodge action?
He has essentially given himself. He's not going to be hit by allies.
Oh well, then I'll just take
and
a swing with
attacks-
great axe.
And attacks against him will be at disadvantage. Yeah, go ahead and swing at your great axe, trying
Yeah.
to swipe along the side of him delicately.
With
Like
You're
you're
with a
making
great axe.
Very
making
surgical.
a butter sculpture with a great axe.
surgical
Right.
precision before I run this roll this nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But he said you took the dodge action. It'll be
Yep.
fine.
Yeah.
I did.
It'll be
I did say
fine. It will be fine.
that. 15 won't hit these spiders.
See, it'll be fine.
And it's just kind of scraping off all of them onto the ground. Their bodies squelch as they fall and are dealt with.
I like that scene from the Dennis the Menace movie where Joey's holding the nail and Dennis has got the hammer.
I'm surgical with this great axe, man.
Yeah,
Thank
at
you.
this point, I would like to walk up to Boopido and pick him up by his shirt
Wolf,
And
I took care of it.
and tell him, if I ever have spiders on me again and you shoot at me, I will end you.
I will make sure there are no spiders on you next time.
Drop it.
He gives you a big smile. I was helping.
That's what you call it.
Of course. I was the only one doing anything. Look at these guys. They did nothing.
I would rather you do nothing than shoot me in the back with an arrow.
Jim Jar kind of nods approvingly.
Shall we keep moving?
You better.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we take another scan for since we're going into a bit more of an open area?
Yeah, as you can see, it curves. The cave curves around to the right continuously, going. Looks like it might head northward a little bit beyond this, but there's a smaller cave heading south. Yeah, if you wanna, you're calling for it, Weller. Almost called you Rincewind again. But go ahead and give me a perception check in this immediate area, Weller. With a 13. Your keen elven eyes don't see anything unusual. However, your keen elven ears do hear faint laughter coming from around the northern border. Or the right-hand side, up this way.
I don't. Laughter's so unsettling down here. I'll relay that to my immediate compadres in that area.
Laughter like Knowles, you think? Or like the one we just heard?
Yeah, does it sound like something we've heard down here?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The high-pitched, squealing laughter.
Yeah, sounds like there's more knolls off to the north around this bend.
Just around the riverbed.
Can we surprise them? You think?
That's an option.
It wasn't like
There's also-
immediate, but it does seem not too far away.
There's also the tunnel right there to the south. I know it's a little tunnel, and I know how we feel about little tunnels.
Yeah, but the question is does any of us know where the lake is? Like, that's where we're heading. Is it north or is it south?
Can we call Jim Jar up to converse with us?
Yeah, he'll kind of come up, like looking around. Yeah, hey, spiders or something. Sorry, I had a thing with spiders in the past. Don't like them. Spiders and moles. Not a fan. What's up?
So, Jim Jar, should we go up north or south? Do you think which one would be the better path to go to the lake?
Understanding that we just heard knolls to the north.
Yeah.
You know I don't actually know where we are, right? We're just kind of making this up as we go. Kind of leans in real quick as he says that, kind of out of earshot of the rest.
I mean, he seems like you're the one that knows most where we are than anyone else.
No, I just know how caves work. Well, I'm not. I'm not from here. Well, here.
What do you mean you know how caves work? They're a
Really?
hole in the ground.
So you know how caves work too, eh?
Oh my god.
I mean, he's got a point. So, where would you go? Up north or down south?
Well, you said you heard laughter up north
According to Weller, yeah.
from the Knolls, eh? Oh, I'd say
Yeah,
just
possibly.
to steer away from them, huh? Oh, right. No. Yeah. Well, right? I mean, less danger. I mean, I would also say, don't mean to be a bother, but you guys have a lot of shackles on you still. I mean, I'm not good at. I can slip out of my own, but I can't help you squeeze out of yours. It might help you a little bit, at least with maneuverability. Who knows? Maybe we can get this guy a torch. Looking at Rincewind.
Is he suggesting we haven't tried to break out of our manacles?
You guys
we
haven't
did.
since the first day.
Yeah.
Can we
I get
try
out
it
of mine
again?
though.
You certainly can. Give me an athletics check. To try to
Did
break
I get out of mine?
You did get out of yours. I can't. I
Okay.
have it written down somewhere.
Okay.
I remember one of you guys got out of, but everyone else was still in it. Yeah, Weller, they're good iron chains.
Yeah, we tried to use the smith tools and piton.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right.
Need a good smith. That's why we're going to fucking Gracklestug or whatever.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a ways
so-
away. I mean,
Oh, I doubt
We're gonna have to-
anyone in the Sloopadoop area will be able to do anything about it. But the task at hand, right? Pulls out a coin out of his pocket. Heads we go north, tails we go south, eh?
great.
I guess.
No.
I mean,
we,
Either way, we could encounter monsters on either side.
Okay, here's just an idea. We hear gnolls to the north. Let's assume that there's gnolls to the north. There's a tunnel to the south that we haven't explored. What if we get one of these guys that hasn't done a whole lot and maybe poke around in the tunnel a little bit, and if they come across something, they can run back to us and let us know. Thereby, like Jim Jar said, make the funnel work for us.
Jim Jar looks back to the group, raises an eyebrow. Yeah, which one are you gonna trust, though? Gives you a smile.
I trust you, Jim Jar, implicitly. You
Yeah,
licked that
right,
mushroom
but
earlier.
I'm not a forward funnel kind of.
No,
guy.
you said you know how caves work.
That's right.
And you're the volunteer.
No, or didn't. Are you actually trying to intimidate him? Weller?
Yes, I am.
You just give him the stare.
Yes, I give him the drow stare. Like he knows I'll make him lick more mushrooms.
Kind of looks up at you. Alright, but if anything shady happens, I'll remember.
Just come running back to us. That's all we want.
We'll have your back.
We'll have your back.
As long as you don't shoot me in mine.
Right. Fair enough. I'll go peeking up. And he starts kind of creeping forward a little bit. You guys are watching my back, right?
You got your back.
Yeah. Weller will. I mean, I'm not being deceitful to him. Weller will walk up to like here.
I'm not very stealthy, so
He starts creeping around and disappears into the tunnel.
All right, now that we're rid of that guy. No, I'm just kidding.
It's gone for a good bit. How long are you waiting? It's gone for a minute. 2 minutes pass.
Yeah, I'm if we don't hear any sort of commotion or anything, and I'm trying to angle myself to keep a look down that other path. I mean, I'm good for waiting 5-10 minutes.
It's gone 5,
As long as we
10.
don't hear anything.
15 minutes. 20 minutes. During this time, Topsy will kind of like come up. So what about where'd Jimmy Jar go? Been gone a while.
Scout ahead.
He's usually not gone this long.
Better go check on him.
Yeah, should we go check on him? It's been out for 20 minutes.
What do you mean not usually gone this long? Have you guys gone spelunking before?
Well, in the last day or so. I don't know. It was just. I mean, I didn't love him, but he was still kind of kin.
How about you have the very special job of watching our rear?
Yeah, we've been doing that the whole time.
You can't do that if you're up here talking to us.
Kind of furrows her brow at you a little bit. Without saying anything, she just kind of walks to the back. Waves Turvy back with her. You would hear in your head as she's walking away. Oh, gee, that wasn't very nice. As Stool kind of shakes some spores off his body.
Oh, man. I didn't want to make him upset.
Do we wait until Jim Jar comes back, or do we go after him?
if he hasn't come back at this point, I say we go after him.
He's probably dead.
I mean, if he is, we're all
Probably.
going to be dead then.
What if we just leave him and go the other way?
You want to go after Knowles?
Well, it seems
We're
like
not
I
leaving him.
hit you a lot better than they did, right? And he just gives you a big smile.
This fucking guy. We're not leaving him. I gave him my word. We either wait or we go after him.
I say we go, because if we wait too much longer, I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm not like going on that one.
All right, let's go. Valhalla.
All right, heading into this little tunnel. How are you doing it? And what order?
I'll go first since I sent him to his doom.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be right behind him.
But I am going to impress upon the group that we do need to be as stealthy as possible, considering we don't know what is at the other end of this tunnel or what Jim Jar's outcome may be.
Yeah.
Correct.
Before we go, am I able to use some lay on hands on myself?
Absolutely. It just takes a less than 6 seconds to heal yourself.
Okay.
But as you creep forward,
Do I have to? I'm sorry. Do I have to? Is it just one charge at a time, or do I choose
you can
how
use
much
you
I
can
use?
use however many you need. You can give yourself
Okay.
1 point, 8 points, 3 points, 10, 5. The only specification
Okay.
is that if you want to cure a poison or disease, you need to use 5.
Right. Okay.
But
All right. I'm good then.
creeping forward with 4 of you at the forefront. Topsy and Turvy watching the rear with Shushar. Bupido and Dargus kind of taking up the middle. I do need you 4 to make a stealth check.
And I cast guidance on myself for that.
Absolutely.
Because I am not stealthy. Did not mean to do. Why is it?
Because we're wearing heavy
Because you're
armor.
wearing heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Is that chainmail and splint mail or scale?
And then
Scale mail? Yeah.
D4.
Chasmus with the 22. Rincewind?
All right.
Come on, Rincewind.
All depends on you.
Don't fuck us.
Oh God, I am
10's not
horrible. guys.
not the worst. But 22, 11, 8, and a 10. Yeah. Creeping forward into this darkened tunnel. Rincewind, you would notice it first because color and light starts to lightly appear at the end of the tunnel. As there is some form of light, kind of flickering firelight at the end there. And actually, as you start creeping along, making it down the tunnel, Weller, you're the first to see it. What looks to be a small bonfire, blood kind of caked around its backside. And then looking further, this is a much wider space. You would see a hunched over gnoll by this fire licking bones off the floor. You would see 2 other gnolls to the northern part of this cave around this bloody circle. Urns on 3 sides of this circle. 2 gnolls kind of kneel down, just kind of almost like huffing and shaking violently at the base of this circle. And they actually don't see you. And as
And I don't see Jim Jar anywhere.
you don't see Jim Jar anywhere. But there is light in this space, as you have been unnoticed. And that's where we'll take our little 5-10 minute break, as you come into this space where there's something happening here. There's a pile of bones and blood, looks to be boxes and crates, more light coming from the southern side as well. Northern side seems to be some weird ritual, as other blood splattered kind of spread across the space here. ruined cart near one of the knolls as he looks to be standing watch to the south, wielding a longbow. Knolls around the circle, bent over, hunched over, kind of convulsing in an odd fashion. That's where we'll take our little break.
All right.
So we'll meet back here at about 40 after, give or take a minute or two. And yeah, we'll pick up there here in a few.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll see you all in a bit.
All right.
Alright, so yeah, welcome back. Back from our break here. Let's hop right into it. Last we left off, our troop was traveling through this cave, hearing gnolls and encountering spiders and other odd traps. Creeping through after sending Jimjar to sneak ahead, somewhat bullying him into it. Creeping through the smaller tunnel, Weller sees blood, a handful of gnolls scattered about the place, a couple of them convulsing near an odd circle, and one standing guard on the far other side, while another seems to be gnawing on some bones in a corner. And we're going to pick up there. So, they don't seem to notice you. What are you doing?
Can I not seem to notice them and we just pretend none of this happened? That's an option, right?
You're gonna leave Jimjar out there?
Weller didn't say that to you. Josh said that.
No, but still.
Well, you're the only one that
Hey,
really...
y'all know the way to the Dark Lake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might.
Yeah, can we roll a 20 for directions? Oh, man. All right.
One way to find out.
Weller is going to quietly relay to the rest of his immediate group what is waiting for them out there, and that it does not appear that we have been noticed yet.
So, should we move a bit further up and attack them, or?
Well, the problem is once we round this corner, we are going to be in the cavern. We are going to be in the open. Which I would
Well,
assume we're going to be in combat.
We could get the jump on them.
We could. I don't know how stealthy me and Malakar are going to be.
I mean, do we get a sense that there are any more than what we can see right there in the room, or the volume of the room? Because all I'm seeing is just like
How many can you see from here?
one.
And Weller saw 4, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think 4. Well, we got 2 options. We either push in or we fall back and leave Jim Jar wherever he may be.
I mean, it seems most likely the Jim Jar came this way.
Yeah.
I say we push in.
I say
Yeah.
too.
I think that's
So
our
at least
only
with
option.
this light too, Rincewind will actually be able to see to be able to fight.
Was the other group, were they following us or were they letting us go ahead?
They're slightly behind.
Okay.
You don't know how far behind, but they are behind.
I got you.
Well, what do you think, Casmus?
I mean, we can't leave. We told Jim Jar to go down away. We can't leave him hanging like this. If
Okay.
he's still alive.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm fairly sneaky. I'll try to sneak in around. While keeping a bead on the one that I can see with my hand crossbow, I guess.
All right.
Does anybody else have a ranged option that you want to like?
Yeah, but I can't see anything.
Can I?
Yeah, I've got my
ready
hand
Sacred
crossbow.
Flame?
Yeah, you can ready your Sacred Flame. At the one that you can see.
Yeah.
I mean, I barely see one right there, so I guess I'll prepare. Eldritch Blast.
All right. Rincewind sneaking forward. Where's he going? Give me a stealth check first of all, as you start sneaking out.
I'm just going to kind of round this corner. I'm going around the corner to my right. And or I guess, well, it's my left, but as I come around this corner, then I would have been veering to my right, but now that I can see what I can see, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, as you kind of veer around a little bit.
Yep, right there.
Seeing 2 gnolls around this circle kind of convulsing, bent down in this moment.
So are they like in like a prayer pose?
Almost. Kind of
Like-
like hunched over on all fours, just shaking violently.
Okay.
Almost like gagging.
And how about this one over by the light that's
Looks like he's gnawing on some bones.
okay.
But as you start to make your way out into the little bit of light in this room, The gnoll with the longbow, who was looking south, kind of ear perks up, looks towards you, and takes aim to shoot. At which point, you guys can all take your ready actions against this. Then the gnoll's going to get a shot at Rincewind. Seem fair? So to do this, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and roll initiative. Getting back into the swing of things. So we see what order
barely
these things
beat me.
happen in. As
5
all of the
points.
other gnolls are going to be surprised during this turn.
God.
Man.
0.01.
By 0.01.
Yep. Hey, it matters.
We are all over the board, guys. 17, 4, and 5.
So, Casmus, go ahead and shoot your Eldritch Blast at this creature. It will have significant cover, but that is not going to matter, is it? You curve the proverbial Eldritch Bullet.
8 plus 5, that's 13.
All right. As I'm going to do a little thing real quick on your sheet. As your Eldritch Blast will do plus your Charisma bonus. For 13 points of damage. Yeah, just railing into this. He is prone. So I hate to say it, but that attack will be a disadvantage. He's hunched over on the ground. So go ahead and roll one more attack for me.
Come on, roll 27.
One more attack.
Mm-hmm. Taking the lesser of the two. Yeah, okay, yeah, it still hits. He does take the 13 points of damage, for sure. Like I said, curving that bullet. Beaming straight down into the ground. Anything else for Casmus?
Nope, that's gonna be it. I can't really move much with those two in front of me.
All right, taking us to Weller.
Oh, good old Weller. Old Weller. Let me see. I'm gonna try to move out into an advantageous position. So I'm just gonna go 15. Which I think takes me right there. That's what I wanted to see.
Fair enough.
Does the Eldritch Blast have any effect on his positioning? Is he still prone?
He is still prone. Still kind of, if anything, it slams him more onto the ground. It kind of arcs and hits his back as he slams into the bones in front of him.
Fair. And this little thing, is that
That's
giving
a
this guy?
stalagmite. It would give him some cover. He'll have +2 to his
Okay.
AC.
Yeah, my hand crossbow is not going to make that shot anyway, so I'll shoot at the prone guy.
All right.
Actually, hang on. Before I
Which
before I
will
do
which will
something-
still be a disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say before I do that, get my measure tool out real quick. I'll actually move my other 15 feet up here and will just ready an action.
What are you readying? And for what?
I'm going to ready an attack with my. Well, chances are they're not going to come that way, and they'd be out of range of the Great Axe. So I'll ready an attack with my hand crossbow for anybody that is. I know you can see my measure tool, so I'll just say anybody that's like coming towards Rincewind,
Okay.
like that general area.
Fair enough. That will take us to the gnolls, who are still surprised this turn. Except for the one who saw you guys. Lets out a yip. Kind of like just call out. And shoots a bow at... It's going to go at Rincewind. Getting a 21 to hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
as you take 5 points of piercing damage. And the gnoll kind of takes some cover around the bend, taking us to your turn, Rincewind.
Okay, I am. Pardon me. I'm going to measure this out real quick. I'm going to move up to here. And I'm going to cast Thorn Whip on this dude right here.
All right. So that'll actually be at advantage.
And then
That'll hit him.
he has to make strength saving throw, I think, right? Or
No,
not?
it just automatically happens. No, I
He-
ignore the damage. It automatically, if you hit him, he's dragged 10 feet closer, dragged across this bonfire here towards
Yes.
you. So go ahead and roll me some damage. And go ahead and roll me a
Okay.
d4 as well. Which is essentially, I believe, what you're... So that'll work. For
Is
6...
that my one?
Yeah. 6 points of piercing
Okay.
and 1 point of fire damage. As he is dragged across. As your thorn whip stretches out and just pulls him across the fire. Yipping and howling as his fur catches flames.
That is going to end my turn.
Alright, that'll
Yep.
take us to Malakar.
Well, I still have that ready to action, right?
Yeah, so essentially, since you guys had ready to actions, you pretty much have the surprise round, so you can take a full action. You have your crossbow out. Or you have your Sacred Flame out, or whatever.
Yeah.
You have that ready.
So yeah, I will cast it at this guy here.
Alright.
I completely lost. Does he have to roll the?
He has a deck save, and he has it at disadvantage because he's prone. So he got a 3.
All right.
He takes 8 points of radiant damage as he lets out a mighty howl as his body erupts into this purple flame. And as he does, you can almost feel in the walls and your feet this low rumble. Anything else
not?
from Malakar?
I will move out to, let's say here, so I can get a better view of everything.
That'll take us to the top of the round. No one is any longer surprised. Casmus, you're up first. What are you doing?
Gonna move up. And I can still see, I can't see this one, so I'm gonna try to hit that one right there.
All right. He is prone on the ground, so it will be a disadvantage.
And another one, let's see.
18 will still hit him. For 10 points of force damage. As, yeah, just blasts him into the ground as he bleeding profusely from that. Retching up blood on the ground.
That's gonna be it.
All right, taking us to Weller.
We said 40 feet hand crossbow?
30 feet.
30 feet, damn it. All right, well.
Yeah, you got movement.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run up to him if you
Oh.
wanted.
Well, I'd have to. But I have to use my dash. Oh.
No.
Oh no, I could, couldn't I?
Yeah.
30 would put me right in range. All right. Let's do that, and then I want to use the great axe on something that isn't a spider.
All right. It's a knoll.
Oh, it's a knoll.
You do have advantage because he is prone.
Oh, all right. Well, I will
Good
go
thing.
ahead and
Yeah,
good
25
thing.
will hit. As you slam the axe down onto his leg, nearly chopping it off. He is nearing his end in this moment.
ooh.
Anything else for Weller?
No.
All right.
That'll be it.
That'll take us to the NPCs in this moment as they are making their way up. And yeah, they're making their way up. And that's all that they can do. Taking us to the Knolls. Weller, this knoll that you just beat with your great axe onto the ground quickly flips over, foaming this bloody foam in his mouth, retching blood up, coughs at you and snarls and just goes in for a bite at your ankles. Getting a 12 to hit.
That's going to be a miss.
The other one stands up and starts lunging towards, with furious speed, quicker than you would expect, Weller. Running towards you, claws and fangs bared, as he tries to just tackle you with a big old chomp.
Rude.
Getting a 17 to hit.
That's going to be enough.
As you take 5 points of piercing damage as he takes a big old chunk out of your arm. The other knoll that you saw previously along the way, who shot the bow first, also shoots a shot at you, Rincewind.
Oh, okay.
Getting, or not Rincewind, sorry. Weller, the W's.
Nope. We
Nope,
heard
it's
Rincewind.
Weller. I don't know why I get y'all's names confused. I know you're different people. But no, shooting at Weller. Getting a 17 to hit.
That's going to hit.
As you take 9 points of piercing damage. And with all this commotion, from down the hall, another knoll steps out and is going to shoot at one of you guys. Is going to shoot at Casmus. Getting a 22 to hit, Casmus. From behind you, an arrow kind of hits you in your shoulder as you take 6 points of piercing damage. And the knoll from around the corner continues to take some cover. That'll take us to Rincewind, not Weller. Rincewind, what you doing?
I am going to picture this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at this knoll that is next to Weller. And I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to use Thorn Whip again on him so I can get him off Weller's
Okay.
case a little bit.
Fair enough.
So. Oh.
That is going to be a miss as your Thorn Whip falls short. Hits the ground in front of it.
And then I am going to. I might as well just move on up and see if I can take some heat off of him.
All right. As
Anyway.
Weller took an arrow and a couple of bites, he looks hurt. That'll take us to Malakar.
I will move up next to Brinswind here,
All right.
and I will attack with my longsword and use Thunderous Smite.
All right. So bonus action Thunderous Smite beforehand, so it imbues your weapon with it, and then if you hit, it goes off. But it takes your bonus action to cast it first.
Okay.
But yeah, roll me an attack with your longsword.
All right.
17 will hit. So go ahead and roll the longsword damage plus the Thunderous Smite damage.
All right,
I think
longsword.
that's a con save, maybe. Take 8 points of slashing.
Thunderous.
Strength save. Got a nat 20.
Of course he did.
He still takes the 7 points of thunder damage. He's just not knocked. He's not prone. He's not pushed away and not knocked prone.
Gotcha.
But he still takes 7 points of thunder damage. As this loud boom echoes throughout the chamber.
We're here.
100%. It is a loud boom.
Knock, knock.
Anything else from Elakar?
No, that'll be it.
Taking us to Casmus.
He's gonna move right there to get some cover from that guy that just shot him, and he's gonna try to hit this guy again with
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
North side Eldritch Blast.
All right.
15 just hits. As you blast him for 15 points of force damage. Yeah, his top half just gets blown away as blood and chunks of fur are splattered all over the circle. And you would once again feel this light rumbling and quake throughout the entire cavern around you.
That's gonna be it. I did my movement. I can't move anymore.
All right, I'll take us to Weller. Weller, one of these
So-
guys just got blown in half next to you.
Hell yeah. Quick point of clarification.
Yeah?
Second wind specifies it's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
Surge does not.
Action
is it a bonus
Surge
action?
doesn't require anything. It's just, hey, I'm going to take another action.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. I am going to go ahead and take a swing at the guy right in front of me with the great axe.
Yeah. As he looks super winded by that large boom in the cavern. $14 is going to be a miss, unfortunately, as he
All right.
rolls along, narrowly missing him.
I am going to do my second wind
All right, bonus
for
action.
my bonus action.
Healing yourself for 1d10 plus 2.
1d10 plus 2.
Try and pump yourself up for the next round. You get 7 hit points. Anything Anything else for Weller?
No, this guy's pretty well surrounded. I'm gonna save my action surge.
All right, I'll take us to all the NPCs as Bupido and Dargus come running into the room, trying to see what's what. Topsy and Turvy and the others will kind of start to make it in there. Bupido will shoot at the knoll up here with his crossbow. Hitting with a 16.
The one that we're all around?
The one that you guys are all around.
God damn this guy.
Just hitting it right in its chest. It doesn't seem to slow the knoll down, but the knoll is bleeding profusely. Dargus is going to see you guys surrounding that, think tactically, and he's going to shoot the guy holding the bow to the south, kind of assessing the situation. With a Ray of Frost, the click-clacks of stones together, missing. The Turvy's gonna pop around in using a dash, carrying stool. Shushar will also dash to the wall there. Topsy will come in. I think there's some folks knolls behind us. Taking us to the knolls. As one knoll shoots its bow out towards Turvy, hitting for 2 points of damage. As Turvy like quickly just pulls it out of his skin. Ow. Another knoll up here will shoot at Malakar from the south, peeking around the corner. Getting an 8 to hit, which is going to be a very obvious miss.
Yes.
Weller, the other knoll, is going to continue to launch its assault of a bite at you.
Me?
Getting a 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
As it clamps down onto your armor, not doing any damage. Kind of see his teeth grinding and slightly breaking as he's biting down onto you. The other knoll down here will kind of move closer a little bit. And taking us to Rincewind.
I am going to pull out my short sword and take a slash at this knoll next to Weller.
All right, yeah. .24 will definitely hit him. For 7 points of piercing damage, as that
And
ends the life of this knoll for sure.
Good deal.
As
And
you
then-
stab into him, you could almost see him smile and let out a little bit of a laughter as he sloughs off onto the ground, bleeding profusely.
Oh, shit.
Just laugh when they die.
Anything else for Rincewind?
Yeah, I am going to beat feet around this tree here, kind of rushing at the guy that's got the longbow.
All right.
I think I have
It's
that
not,
much movement.
it's a stalagmite, but close enough.
Okay, and my turn.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll take us to Malakar.
Can I make it just to the other side of Rincewind?
I would say so. Yeah, if it's
Right
like
here?
in these larger spaces, I'm not going to count movement against you if you're moving around allies.
Okay. I will charge in and take a swing with my longsword.
All right. That's going to hit. takes 11 points of slashing damage. Yeah, stabbing him right into his stomach and pulling out. This kind of grins at you, bleeding out of it through his teeth. Anything else from Malakar?
That'll be it.
Taking us to
Some
Cat
masochistic fuckers.
Casmus in the corner. They like a good slaughter.
I think you're muted.
You are muted again.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
What are you shooting at?
I was attacking this one.
Okay, fair enough. 14 is going to be a miss. Just barely, as he kind of ducks down.
And then it's gonna move a little bit like this, and that's gonna be it.
All right. Taking us to Weller.
All right, I should be able to move between these guys, occupy that space, which then puts that one at 30. Whoop, come here, Weller. And so I'm going to take a shot at that guy with the hand crossbow.
All right. Yeah, that is going to be a miss. Is this little twang? You shoot Stool in the face.
No,
I'm
not
just
Stu, come
joking.
on.
You shoot Turvey
He has
in the
a
shoulder
face?
as he's like, "Hey, watch it." He doesn't actually seem hurt by it when you shoot him. Seems more upset than anything.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Anything else for Weller?
No, I'm gonna hold on to that action surge. It's gonna come in handy. I know it is.
All right. Taking us to surprise guest number 1. You would see out of the northeastern corner a hulking figure of a gnoll steps forward, lurking around the corner. Definitely has a little bit of a glow to his eyes. Speaking in a language, actually, some of you might. Does anyone speak Abyssal?
Nope. I speak Infernal, not Abyssal.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Speaking for
I was about to be really upset because Raffrin had Infernal the whole time and no one spoke to him in it.
I know.
I have Abyssal.
You have Abyssal?
I have Abyssal.
I heard it's a good vacuum cleaner.
The blood will flow, is what you would hear. The rest of you would hear this, like, Naxon Bandolier. Followed by laughter. As wielding a. Looks like he's got a glaive at one side. Kind of throws it to the ground, pulls out a longbow, and shoots 2 shots at. I'll shoot 1 at Casmus and 1 at Malakar.
That's this guy up here.
Mm-hmm. Against Casmus, got a 7 to hit.
Misses.
Against Malakar, got a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
As Malakar, you take 10 points of piercing damage. That'll take us to the NPCs. Topsy and Turvy will shoot to the south. One of them hitting for a little bit of damage against this gnoll. Dargus will also shoot to the south as well as Bubido. Bubido misses for the first time this session. Meanwhile, Dargus rolled a natural 1. Still got him on? No, yeah. Yeah, all of them missing. Taking some cover along the way. Shushar just kind of flattens himself against the wall. Taking us to a bunch of gnolls. Gnoll in the south is going to take a shot at Turvey. Sticking him in right in the shoulder for a near minimum amount of damage. The gnoll next to Malakar goes in for a big old chomp. Getting a natural 1, seemingly better with the bow than he is with his bite. Just bites out towards you. You just kind of like keep him at bay with your shield. But a couple of gnolls come up from the north side alongside this other gnoll who has entered the room. Gonna shoot at... One's gonna shoot at Chasmus, the other's gonna shoot at Malakar, following the lead of the other guy. Chasmus got an 18 to hit.
It hits.
Malakar got a 7.
Yeah, that's a miss.
As Chasmus, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Cavalry off.
And that will take us to Rincewind.
Okay, I am going to step down here next to Malakar and stab at the gnoll with my short sword.
All right.
And mark it as a favored foe.
All right, you're favoring that foe. 22 will hit for 8 points of damage as you stab into him. Kind of leans in, is seemingly bleeding a lot more blood than you expected.
Perfect. And then I'm going to end my turn right there.
All right, taking us to Malakar. Chasmus on deck.
I will take a swing with my longsword at this gnoll in front of me.
All right, yeah, this bloody gnoll.
So
18 will hit. For 5 points of slashing. That is just enough as you slash across his chest. Falls onto the ground. You'd hear this rumbling in the cave once more as this ominous laughter turns into near moaning as the blood in the center of the space coalesces into 3 forms. Dog-like almost at first, but as the blood sloughs off of their forms, you would see kind of like the gargoyle dogs in Ghostbusters. 3 of them
don't like that.
lurch forward into being.
Oh god.
Malakar, anything else for your turn?
Let's see what. I will.
They look like this, but covered in blood.
Oh God.
Howling, moaning.
Only because I haven't said it yet this session. Everything sucks down here.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
I will. Is this stuff here?
It's like
Cover
rubble,
from-
rubble, and you can get some cover. Some
Okay.
rubble and mushrooms.
I'm gonna step right over here just to try to get some semblance of cover from
All right.
Big Boss up top for right now.
That'll take us to Casmus.
I'm around there. I'm gonna take over from the corner there. I'm guessing.
All right, as you would see Topsy and Turvy. Well, Topsy called out that there's something behind y'all. As she,
I mean, I
she's,
did see that thing.
She's eyeing this corridor here.
So I'm gonna move to that corner right there just to get some cover from these guy up there, and I'm gonna attack the one down south.
All right.
So let's see.
26 will hit. For 10 points of damage. As, yeah, just like right into his gut.
And that's gonna be it. Getting some cover from these guys, and yeah.
Taking us to Weller. Oh, he didn't die. Took 10.
Didn't I?
He did not die. He is still up.
Okay.
He thought about it.
He thought about dying. He nearly falls down, but it's just, it looks so much blood coming out of him. It looks like he's dead, but he is not.
In that case, I think I already measured it. That's 20. That's 25. I'm gonna move up right there and take a swing with the gold great axe.
All right. Swing away.
Swing away, Merrill. Oh, whoops. That was weird. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong damn thing. I was like, why is it trying to edit the text?
You're clicking on nothing.
I'm clicking on nothing.
17 will hit. For 15 points of slashing damage. You've been rolling good with damage on that. Yeah, as you just outright decapitate this gnoll.
I've been rolling good on damage with the thing that I can re-roll ones and twos on.
That is
So
true.
I haven't needed to even use it yet.
That is true. Anything else for Weller as you just straight up again decapitate it. Axe goes into the wall. Head flies off.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I got 5 feet of movement. It doesn't really matter. I'll move up 5 feet back towards that entrance that we came through.
All right. That will take us to the big boy down here. Kind of runs into the room. Actually, he would probably.
Wait, I can. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I still had a bonus action, can't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, can I just dash just to get a little bit
You
closer?
can't dash as a bonus action unless you're a rogue.
Oh shit, that's right. I'm used to playing the rogue.
So
sorry.
no bonus action for you.
No.
Yeah.
As this.
Last game 3 rogues. This game
Yep.
0 rogues.
I
And
know,
everybody
man.
wants to come up and fight.
Yep.
It was my first character, and I'm so used to being able to move around.
With this gnoll lurching in after speaking in a tongue that most of you do not understand, shoots out a bow toward just random people. Going for Rincewind and Shushar. Rincewind got a 20.
The hit.
And Shushar got hit as well with a 14. Rincewind, you take 3 points of damage, as Shushar takes 4. Minimum and near minimum. Taking us to all the NPCs. Dargus looking around. Will... Boy, he's got options. Does he have catapult prepared? He does. Not actually casting. I'm checking the range. I just don't feel like
60 feet.
60 feet. No, so it flies 90 feet.
Oh, you can. It flies
Yeah.
90 feet from that
From the
60 feet
point
range.
60 feet away. So he's going to
Jesus.
it could even be like right next to him and he'd be fine. Yeah. He's gonna like pick up a stone and start clicking it together as it looks like to start spinning, and it just shoots out as he will. I'll go ahead and keep that roll. Shoot a catapult. A ball, a little stone just goes flinging across. As the first guy in line needs to make a dex save. The first guy in line is going to take that 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Taking out the eye of one of these fell creatures. It's hounds, almost. Just, "Roar!" Gets that
Chewy?
guy. Yeah, kind of. Topsy will back away from Casmus. As will Turvy. And they will both aim their crossbow bolts this way. While Bupido does the same.
I do not like that.
I told you they were looking in that direction.
Oh, I know, but
As two gnolls come barreling in. The good news is that they all get their shots before this happens. One of them hitting for 4 points of damage. As these gnolls immediately see Casmus. Or 6 points of damage.
6 or 4.
No, they take 6 points. You take 2 spear attacks from 2 gnolls that lunge at you. Getting a 15 on the first attack.
It's
And a natural 1 on the second attack.
first one hits.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage. And up here, these guys coming in. They will do their best to back up their papa. And heck, they're seeing random, they're going to shoot random too. 3, a Bupido, and an 8. It's unfortunately Casmus. As
8.
Well, 8 is where you were, and because I was just doing it along a line across the thing, and you were the 8th person. So against Bupido got a 22. As Bupido takes very little damage. Against Casmus got a 17 to hit.
It hits.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage.
And I go down.
And that will take us to these hungry boys. As they go running, not very quickly actually. That one can get there. This one,
Of course he can.
these two have to make the dash action to get anywhere. But against Malachar, one of them does try to bite you. Getting a natural 1. Just kind of biting the dirt in front of it. Had poor eyesight. And then going out for a clawing at your feet. And these things are kind of small. Getting a 14 to hit.
That is a miss.
And that will take us to Rincewind. Malachar on deck.
I am going to cast Zephyr Strike.
All right.
Post it. And then,
No attacks of opportunity until the spell ends.
right. And I've got double movement, right?
Yeah,
Or,
you move like the wind. Your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Once when you make your attack, and you have to use your attack that turn, you get an extra 30 feet of movement, and you have advantage on the attack, and deal extra damage.
okay.
So you can't move through. I would say they're blocking you.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to either way step here.
So that's what I mean by they're blocking you.
Oh,
I
they're
would I would,
blocking.
I would
Oh,
say
they're
if it was friendly, no problem. But because they're kind of
all
like,
three of them are in a line. I can't like come around and step through here.
You could come around over the rubble if you wanted to. But that is difficult terrain up here.
Okay.
So this little stretch would cost you 20 feet of movement.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to use either way. I'm going to use my attack on which is the one that got hit the first time.
The one up
That's that guy up
Yeah.
there. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah, he's
well,
missing an eye.
I'll attack this one because otherwise I'll get the attack of opportunity from this guy, right?
No, because you
I have to make the attack.
You cast Zephyr Strike, so the second part, the movement, the extra movement, and the attack bonus and damage has to happen on the same turn. But you don't take attacks opportunity regardless.
Okay.
For
I'm
for
going
next
to
minute, as long as you concentrate.
step through there. That's 5. That's 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attack this dude right here.
Okay.
Or wait. Should I? Oh, yeah, I should just. That's 25.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I attack him, I get 30 more feet.
If you want to use that charge, yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to attack
All right.
and get the 30 more feet, and that I think is an advantage, correct?
If that's what you're doing, yeah. If you're
Yeah,
using your
okay.
Zephyr Strike, yes.
I am. Okay, with the short sword.
All right. 20 will definitely hit.
And
For 13 points of damage. Or is that your Zephyr Strike, or is that your favorite foe?
that's my favorite
So
foe.
roll a d8. Or click on the Zephyr Strike.
There you
So
go.
for 5, so 10 and 5, 15 points of damage. Yeah, it is. You just cut through this beast as it spills out. Insides become its outsides rapidly, as it seems there's very little bone structure to this creature. Blood,
And then-
gore splattered everywhere.
Nice.
Fucking
I love it.
metal.
I am going to. I didn't really want him to bleed all that much, but here we are, living the dream. I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. I need to get a better view of what's going on down here. I can't really see all that much, so I'm gonna end my turn there, and maybe I can lure
All right.
the 2 other hounds after me, get them away from Malakar a little bit.
That will take us to Malakar.
Okay. I will take one step forward here and take a swing at the one in front of me.
All right. That's going to be a hit. Ten points of slashing damage. As you cut down its side, it bleeds profusely, letting out a little roar.
And that'll be it for me.
All right, Casmus, will you whisper me a death save, please? All right, taking us to Weller.
I'm going to move up to this wonderful, gentle creature here and take a swing.
All right,
Oh, so gentle.
Yeah.
a 12 is going to be a miss. As kind of looking down, seeing Casmus on the ground, you swing and your axe kind of careens off the side of the wall there. Anything else for Weller?
He's not going to do anything. We got some guys over here. That's a great question. You know what? I've been delicate with it long enough. Let's go ahead and do the action surge.
All right. Going for another great axe attack. 23 will hit. For 8 points of slashing. Is that a 1 or a 2?
Nope, that's a 4 and a 4.
All right. We'll still take 8. As you cleave into the shoulder of this big knoll. Anything else for Weller?
That will be it. Yeah, I don't think I have much anything else.
All right, that'll take us to the... Oh, I forgot something. That's okay. That'll take us to the big old knoll. Seeing Rincewind run in the center of the space to get a better view. You get a better view right as this knoll just starts sprinting towards you, picking up that glaive before he does so, dropping his longbow, going in for a big old swing at Rincewind.
Yay.
Getting a 21 to hit.
That hits.
As you take 6 points of damage. Just kind of grazing you a little bit. Kind of going around, spinning wildly. For a second attack, getting a 10 to hit.
That is a miss.
And that will take us to the NPCs. Dargus will kind of come up behind Casmus there, like, hey, saving this, but okay. This is the one time. And he will cast Cure Wounds. As Casmus, you are healed for 5 points of healing. Topsy and Turvy lunge forward to join Weller in the fray here. Stabbing out with their daggers. One of them hitting for 6 points of damage. Not quite enough to end this knoll, but almost. Bupido will see that Rincewind is in trouble, and Bupido will shoot a crossbow bolt towards Rincewind. Getting a 22. Coming in clutch when he's needed. For 4 points of damage. Barely affecting it, just kind of hitting like the shoulder of this giant grizzly knoll. That'll take us to all the other knolls. They're gonna roll to see. One of them can only attack. This is unfortunate, but he is gonna attack Casmus at advantage. Around the corner. Seeing him stir to life. Getting an 8 to hit, though,
And misses.
as the other one will stab out at Weller, getting a natural 1 to hit.
That misses.
One Knoll will kind of follow up to where Malakar is, swing a spear towards him, getting another natural 1. I guess these
it's
dice
gonna be a miss.
these dice don't want me to kill you guys. Other Knoll runs through the circle, seemingly smiling and drooling. Is going to take a shot at Rincewind. Getting a 6 to hit. Literally been 6, 5, 5, 6 is the last attack.
Yeah. Finally, I got a 6 on mine, though. Yeah, that's a miss.
As that is it for the Knolls. Taking us to the Doggos, who pile up on Malakar. One of them lets out a cloud of dust. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. As Malakar, I will need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Or sneeze uncontrollably.
All right.
That's not good.
As this cloud stings your nostrils, your skin, you are poisoned.
Great.
Yeah. And the other guys got an 11 and a 20 to hit. Goes in for a bite and then goes in for a claw.
So the 20 hits.
All right. As you take 6 points of slashing damage. Taking us to Rincewind.
Yes.
This mighty Knoll in front of you carrying this large ass glaive.
I am going to have to. Yeesh. I'm going to have to disengage
All right.
and
Well, you don't have to disengage.
Hold
You're
back.
still concentrating on. Actually, give me a Constitution saving throw for the damage you took earlier, which was 6. No. Yeah, it was 6. So the DC is 10
right.
to concentrate on your Zephyr Strike.
Oh,
All right, so yeah, you do have to disengage.
So I
if that's what
lost
you want
that.
to. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to disengage then,
All right.
and hopefully I can draw this big guy back into
The group.
the group. So let's see. Right to there, and end my turn.
All right. Now take us to Malakar. Surrounded, cut off from your allies. What you doing?
Thinking we should have went north.
That's fair.
I think at this point I am going to I don't have any kind of disengage action.
You do.
You do. Everyone can disengage.
Oh, I can
It
disengage.
just takes your action.
Can I? Can I disengage to the? Well, I don't know if I'd want to disengage to the north there.
Yeah, that would take your movement to get you move 20 feet essentially, because that all that rubble will cost extra movement.
Okay, that's what I was. I didn't know if that
Yeah.
still counted as that rebel or not. Could I get back to the backside of this campfire here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to disengage back to. What was it there?
All right. Yeah. It was there or one south if you wanted. You could get here too.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
All right.
And that'll be it for me because I don't have any other bonus actions I can take.
I'll take us to Casmus on the ground. Spear goes right next to your face. What are you doing?
If I stand up, that's not action. It just takes my movement.
It takes half
Half
of
of my
your
movement?
movement to stand up.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna disengage,
Okay.
and I can move
15
all the
feet
way down
away.
there.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move all the way down there.
St. Harpin just dodging out of the way.
That's gonna be it.
All right, taking us to Weller.
Muted.
You are muted.
It's all right. I was just talking to myself.
That is fair.
I am going to yell to the NPCs around me to reinforce Rincewind, seeing him disengage from the big guy. And I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at this knoll.
All right.
Great axe. Don't fail me now. Shouldn't have said that.
As it fails you now with an 11. Gonna be a miss.
And that's all I can do.
All right. Taking us to the knoll, who is... Oh. How'd you get so far away from him? Wait, how did you get so far away from him? Because your move was the same as his move.
Who are you talking to?
Well, he would have had 5 extra feet, wouldn't he? Because he was occupying the square next to him.
So he should be able to... He'll be able to catch up to you.
He has a glaive anyway, so he has
Oh, that is
5
true.
extra feet.
Shit.
That's why.
Fair enough.
Shut up, Richmond.
Well, I mean,
No, yeah.
God.
No, yeah, thank you.
you're welcome. I mean, fair's fair.
You know what? I'll give you inspiration for remembering that.
That's good because I wouldn't have known that.
As he slashes his glaive out towards you, getting a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Does glaives have reach on them?
They do.
Oh,
As you take 13 points of slashing damage.
I go down.
but you have an inspiration die, so you're
do
down
have
with
an
an inspiration
inspiration
die.
Immediately when he does that, he swings out towards Bupido.
You're inspired by going down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, before he makes that attack, he's gonna actually... He's rolling for it. What we got? 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 2. Runs up to Shushar and bites him.
Oh, come on. Poor Shushar.
For free. Does he hit? No, he actually misses Shushar.
Good.
Oh God.
As it goes up to bite Shushar and then swings his glaive out. Now 4 targets in. Going at random. I hate to do it, but Casmus, you're getting that second glaive. Why has it rolled so many? Rolled 3 up top. I'll just roll a new one. Casmus got a 19 to hit.
That's
Just swinging wildly as you take 5 points of slashing damage
exactly what.
as Casmus falls down. As does Rincewind. Somehow Shushar missed being
bitch.
bit. That'll take us to Dargus and the crew. Turvey will stab out first to see if at this knoll here. Stabbing him in the gut. Looks at Topsy. Give him help. As the knoll gets promptly gutted, allowing Topsy the movement to get over there to try and flank. Do something, Shusha! Topsy will stab out. Oh, no, yeah. With her short sword. Getting a natural 20. For 12 points of damage. As Dargus will come up and click the rocks together and the spikes and just jolt into Rincewind and cast Spare the Dying. As you're no longer dying, but you don't get to roll death saves. Bubido will, being emboldened, will lunge forward at this knoll with his hooked shitty bone sickle thing that he made the other day. Getting a 5. If only he had,
Shitty, all right.
if only he had advantage. Well, he's within melee. But Dargus will move up a little bit, looking to Shushar, and then down to Casmus there. Taking us to surprise guest number 3. Malachar. Passing by you would hear. Oh, I thought you guys were gonna wait. I was coming back. I just saw. Oh, what's all that? As the voice of Jim Jar slides by. Don't worry, I'll got you back. As Jim Jar shows up, just out of nowhere, with his blade in the side of this knoll. And then hitting again. Yep. For 1721. Not quite enough to end this null. Oh, plus 1 more. My bad. As it is just enough as he is just suddenly appears, like this little flash of Jim Jar is there. Pulling a sword out of the knoll, looking back to Malachar. Come on! Taking us to the knoll up here. Steps forward over his dead brethren to stab at Turvey or Weller. Weller, Getting a spear, buddy. Getting an 8 to hit you, Weller.
That's a miss.
This knoll is gonna roll random. Do some random person. Random's always good. Shooting at Topsy. As Topsy gets an arrow to the back. As the knoll runs up to get within melee range now. Pulling out a spear itself. Taking us to these dog things. That bite and claw out at Jim Jar. Hitting one of them with the claws. Now I'll take us to Rincewind. Rincewind, you don't have to make death saves anymore, though. Taking us to Malakar.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
I'm guessing level 1 because I think that's all I can do.
That's all you got. Well, that is a good one, though. For 11 points of healing.
Then I will. Let's see. Still got the measuring tool out. I'll move up to here, just kind of behind Jim Jar, and that'll be it.
All right, taking us to Casmus. You whisper me a death save. All right. Taking us to Weller.
All right, you know what's coming.
I do. Big old Great Axe.
Big old great axe.
14 is going to just miss as he deflects it with his shield. Just barely.
And I don't have anything else fun.
All right. Taking us the big guy. Big guy's got 4 targets.
He attacks 4 times? Jesus.
He's got 4 targets. First one is going to be against Bupido. Second is going to be against Dargus. Bupido got a 22 to hit. Dargus got a 7 to hit. As Bupido gets slashed through the chest and falls unconscious. Bleeding out. A lot of blood. I'll take us to Dargus and the others. Topsy Turvy taking some stabs at these gnolls around. Both missing. And Dargus is then going to stabilize Casmus. Shushar's going to disengage and hop away. Oh no. And hide. Taking us to Jim Jar. Jim Jar is going to stab McStab. Missing with both attacks. The gnolls. This gnoll here. Possibly Weller, possibly Turvy. Gonna be Weller again. And the other one bites out at Topsy. So Weller, spear coming your way. Getting a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Having just as bad of luck with its attack rolls as you are. The other one got a 16 to hit Topsy with its bite. That'll take us to the dog boys and Dretches. Gonna bite out at... Oh boy. Well, rolled horrible on damage, so Jim Jar only takes 13 points of damage. As he is looking fucked up, as you would see in Malakar. And also, I forgot to mention, Malakar, you are no longer poisoned after the turn.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that. Rincewind's unconscious. Malakar, what you doing?
Now I know this one's dead, but can I step up on?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to
If you
step
want,
up.
I can pile all the bodies in one spot.
I am going to.
Don't put him in the summoning circle.
It's already happened. Just to consolidate.
I'm gonna take a swing at this one that's right in front of me.
All right. The southern one?
Yes.
Gotcha. That's going to be a hit. For 9 points of damage. Again, blood and gore. Number one rule of Knoll Club. It's still alive, though.
First rule of No Club is don't talk about No Club, but second rule is the more blood and gore, the better.
Yeah, blood. Anything else from Malakar?
That'd be it.
All right, Casmus unconscious. Weller.
Fucking great axe,
An
man.
11 to hit with your great axe. It's swingy.
Yeah.
Holding your ground at least. Will take us to the big old knoll. Big old knoll, growling unintelligibly. Swing at... Oh, there's only 2 targets. One's at Topsy and one's at... Oh no, they're both at Dargus. Both missing. Got a 9 and an 8.
Oh,
That's... Well, when you watch this, you'll know that I am not lying about that. It's just very convenient that Dargus is still alive. Take us to Dargus. More worried about the guy that is... Does he have a melee? He does not have a melee. Nope, doesn't. He didn't even take a weapon. So he's going to... Heck, roll under. Moving through Topsy. Just kind of getting behind, well, oof. To reach Bupido and spare the dying on Bupido, why not? Taking us to Jim Jar. Now that you're up here, he's going to stab at both those guys. Missing with the first one, hitting with the second one. Dealing 8 points. Which one was that one? That was that one. 1, 2. Yep. As he cuts into one of these, looking at Malakar. Well, I don't think everyone else is faring all right. Starting to run across to flank. Taking us to the knoll here, biting at Topsy. And the knoll that is going to stab at Weller. Weller got a 6 there with the spear. Topsy gets not bit. This Dretch thing here is going to take a claw at Malachar and a bite at Jimjar. Getting a 5 and a 6. Rincewind's unconscious, not dying. Malachar, what you doing?
I'm gonna try to take out this drench thing.
All right. That's going to be a hit.
Alright.
For 11 points of slashing damage. You just pretty much cut it in two with like butter. Anything else for your turn?
I will, because I still have my movement, correct?
You do.
I will move to just the other side of the stalagmite.
Might.
Tight?
Because the
Might?
tight,
Okay.
tight, you got to remember stalactites got to hang on
And
tight,
drops.
tight to the ceiling.
Okay.
And stalagmite, well, I just remember because tight, they got to hang on tight.
Okay.
Fair enough. That'll
Yeah,
take us,
that'll be it for me.
taking us back to Weller. Let's see that axe this time. Axe him a question. 17 will hit. For 8 points of slashing damage as you cut into this large knoll. It's the first time he's been hit.
I think him and I
It's
both
been,
need glasses.
Been back and forth, yeah. Holding your ground there, Weller?
Yeah.
All right. Taking us to the big boy. Both these attacks are going against Topsy. Hitting with one of them. Seemingly, as he cuts into Topsy, the wound doesn't seem to leave that much of a mark. The tuft of fur kind of over her body kind of covers the wound.
Is she Wolverine?
Dargus, maybe. Dargus is going to shoot out a Ray of Frost at disadvantage against the big guy. Actually, you know what? He's going to disengage and run away. Topsy's going to stab out. Turvey's going to stab out. Do Topsy, then Turvey. Topsy misses. Turvey hits against the knoll next to Weller for a little bit of damage. 3. It's something. And then Jimjar is going to run up and dash behind, stabbing this knoll with quick speed. Hitting with one of them. For near minimum damage. Stabbing into the back of the calf of this knoll who's attacking Topsy. He's like, oh, I got you back. Hey, what happened? Taking us to the knolls. That knoll now has 2, and that knoll has 2. So the first one is going to attack Jimjar, swinging around with his bite, and the second one is going to attack Weller. Surprise, surprise. Keep rolling the high number for Weller.
That no really has something against Weller.
Mhm. Weller got a 14 to hit with his spear.
Miss.
As Jimjar goes unconscious as this thing just rips out part of his neck. taking us to Malachar. A new target. Malachar swinging his sword, 24 hits. Takes 8 points of slashing damage. As that Knoll's not looking good, yipping and howling. Anything else from Malachar? You guys are about out of stuff, huh? But that'll take us to Weller. Back in it. You're muted too.
That's all right. All I said was already.
Yeah. Yeah, when half the group's down.
When everyone's down.
It goes pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Turns come back around. All right. God, I just want to finish this guy.
Let's see it. 13's gonna be a miss. Unfortunately.
Weller's just gonna.
Can I give
yell
him my
out in
inspiration?
rage. Yeah, please.
I'll say you can give it to him, but I won't let him re-roll it. He has to call for inspiration.
Okay.
But that'll take us to the big guy. Topsy is the only one in range. You know what? He is going to howl out as you would see blood drip out from the other Knoll's mouths as they instinctually take bites at targets. Topsy gets a bite and Turvy get a bite. As they... Hey, this one doesn't attack Weller this time.
Yay!
Topsy gets bit, but Turvy dodges out of the way, rolling and ducking. Then he's also going to take a bite out of Turvy, which misses. Dargus is going to... Jim Jar will be fine for one turn. He's going to shoot a Ray of Frost at this Knoll here. Hitting with the 17 for 4 points of cold damage as that Knoll gets all frosty. All the blood on him freezes over. Taking us to the Knoll. Knoll is going to swing its spear out at Topsy, seemingly enraged. Hitting Topsy as just stabbing into her. Just like, ow! Oh, quit it! She doesn't seem as bothered by it. The other one is going to stab out at... It's going to be Weller.
I mean, we all knew it.
We all knew it. Getting a 16 to hit?
What is my AC? I think my AC is 16.
Alright. As Weller, you take 4 points of piercing damage. Taking us down to Malachar.
I'm gonna take another swing at this here Knoll in front of me.
Alright. That is going to be a miss.
Yeah, it is. That'll be it.
Back to Weller.
I want Weller to have my inspiration.
Weller, you have the inspiration. Do you want to use it?
What refresh my memory? What does inspiration do?
You get advantage on the roll.
Oh, well, yeah. I'll go ahead and use it.
Alright. Roll it again. Take the better of the two. 17 will hit.
Hell yeah!
Roll me some damage. Is that a 2?
That is a 2.
You can re-roll it
So I
if you
can-
want.
So just, what is that?
Just
a
click
D12?
on damage again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to take the 15 or the 6? With this infuriation, seeing your allies down, 15 points of damage, you cleave into the...
Wait, I didn't tell you I wanted to
Nope,
take the
you're
15.
taking the 15. As you cleave into this knoll, cutting him down shoulder to his other middle part, cutting him nearly in
Shoulder to
two.
hip.
It's like you're tired of us just swinging blindly at each other up here.
Anything else for Weller? Movement.
Aside
of
from
relief.
I was gonna say aside from a sigh of relief.
From this dance you guys have been doing.
Yeah, it's been interpretive for
Mhm.
sure.
It's like you swing, I swing. It's like just back and forth.
Yeah. What can I do to help these down people? I can stabilize. I know that costs an action.
have been stabilized except for Jim.
Okay.
That's why I took the X's off of them and turned them sideways.
I got you. So I can't do anything to heal them because I don't have any healing
Right.
or health potions.
Unless you had
or
like a
anything.
healer's kit or potion of healing.
Yeah, I think I got a dice kit. I can throw some snake eyes on them. That's
Yeah,
about
there you
it.
go. Put some coins on their
Yeah.
eyes. They'll be good.
Yeah, exactly. Give them passage to the underworld. I will
We're
go
there
ahead.
already.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do some. I know it's within 30, but I will come down to. Yeah, I'm just gonna move a little bit. I don't know how far that guy's reach is. I'm just gonna come down here for right now,
All
at least for
right.
the end of that turn.
That will take us to his turn. He is going to repeatedly stab at Topsy. Seemingly not affecting. Dargus is going to run down. Spare the dying on Jim Jar. And Topsy and Turvy going ham. One of them hitting. For 4 points of damage. Taking us to the last regular knoll. He'll go out for a bite at Malachar. Getting a natural 1 to hit. I've rolled more natural 1s than I have in a long time with this. Taking us back to Malachar.
I'm gonna swing at him.
All right. $18 hits for 7 points of slashing damage as you just stab into his chest. Lets out one last yelp before falling down. Anything else for Malachar?
I am going to move here. 'Cause I don't want to be within reach of him just yet.
I gotcha. That'll take us to Weller.
Yeah. Oh God. What would it cost me anything extra to occupy that space to be able to attack him?
Nah.
Okay.
You can easily walk over Casmus's body.
Thank God all these people have been spared.
Yeah.
all these near corpses in this
Mhm.
room.
They're just all unconscious.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna take a swing at the big guy.
Okay. Stepping up to the plate.
I don't have any other
You are flanking, so you have +2 to hit with Topsy.
Okay.
14 just misses.
Yeah.
Back on that bullshit.
Back. You're just swinging blindly.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in a rage, just blindly
yep.
swinging. He's
Yeah.
just so pissed off.
Taking a level barbarian next.
Yeah.
That'll take us to the big Knoll guy. Now with another target or two.
Yeah.
Weller.
Oh, come
Weller.
on.
I go
Come
from
on.
left to right. Topsy turvy you. So first glaive strike against Weller. Getting a 10 to hit.
Miss.
Second glaive strike against Weller.
A 40 for some reason.
For some reason,
Didn't
getting
even know the dice with that
getting
high.
an 11 to hit.
Oh.
Missing,
Oh.
seeing his furious rage as his attack seemingly haven't affected Topsy or Turvy. Taking us to. Hey, he's gonna shoot a frostbolt, ray of frost at that guy. For 6 points of cold damage as Topsy and Turvy stab out, hitting with both of their attacks for 8 more. Total of 14 damage. As he's looking haggard. Taking us to Malakar.
All right, at this point, yeah, I'm gonna run on in here. I would like to use my divine. Oh, I can't. No, I don't have any
You're out of
spell slots
spells.
left. Son of a bitch.
What you
Yeah,
do
that
have
sucks.
is Channel Divinities. So, if you go back to this, your Channel Divinity, you can, if you look at Divine Smite, spend a spell slot. Okay, never mind. You don't get that yet. I'm sorry. Ignore what I just said. Anyways,
Okay.
yep.
Well, then I'll just swing at him.
Later,
Regular-like.
later, I think maybe 3rd or 4th level, you can exchange a spell or a Channel Divinity for a spell slot. But give me a regular swing with your sword.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's gonna be a miss.
Yeah,
Seeing
yeah,
this
well.
glaive flailing wildly around, you're just kind of trying to dodge and get a stab in, unable to do so. Weller.
It's all on you.
No pressure.
You know what's gonna happen next.
Well,
This
at least
is- this
he
is
has
like-
more targets next time, so
Yep,
maybe he won't.
that
hit
is
you.
true. 1 in 4 chance.
Okay, A, you're wrong. B, this is like the Three Stooges.
4 Stooges.
Yeah.
Well, 5 if you. Dargus has done stuff at least.
He has.
He's been keeping
He's
people
been.
alive.
He's been stabilizing.
14
That's very
because
helpful.
because you're flanking. Oh, yeah. No, I thought that was 14 to hit. 19 to hit for 14 points of damage. Nearly cleaving him under, kind of buckles down. Still has the tiniest amount of breath left in him.
This fucker.
Anything else for Weller?
Can you just kick him in the nuts?
Is it a bonus action? I mean, come on.
Alright, kick
I'm
him in.
good.
All right, I'll take it to his turn as he swings once at Topsy and another time at Weller.
It's all right, guys. It's all right. I'm gonna go down, but Dargus can spare me.
You can't make
Yeah.
this shit up.
He rolled shit.
Oh.
As Dargus, Topsy, and Turvy are trying to do work.
Do they do like our powers combined and summon Captain Planet or something?
With their powers combined, you would see a ray
Hey.
of frost along with a short sword stab from Topsy stab into this creature as frozen blood splurts out all over any wound that he has. And you would just feel this rumbling as the blood, all of the blood in this room from your allies, from all of the gnolls, as this leader apparently, frozen blood pours out of him, stretches towards the center of this room into this whirlpool void of ice shards of blood along with regular blood fill up to the ceiling with this large water spout, a blood spout rather, towards the ceiling. All of you guys see this demonic face within it. And that's where we'll end tonight.
God damn it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck did we just do?
But yeah,
Oh
we'll
my
pick up
God.
there next time with the enemies. For now,
I feel like it's like a
defeated,
God.
and
God.
suddenly this blood spout filling the center of the room.
Everybody caught that Freudian slip, right?
Some-
Steven
some-
said
some-
summonly.
some shit.
Summonly.
Because it was the summoning circle, obviously, because it summoned a couple of demons. But yeah, we'll pick up there next week, and
It's
thanks.
okay, Weller will just dance with it
Yeah.
and it'll be fine.
Thanks, guys, for joining, and I look forward to next time.
How many XP did we get?
We'll go over that here in a little bit. It wasn't enough to level, but yeah.
All the XP.
But thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Later, Twitch.
Later.
Bye.
All right. Right.